The latest episode of One Punch Man Season 3 is finally here, as countless monsters launch an all-out assault. Class heroes are out flexing their muscles, but little do they know, every move is being monitored by Gyoro. It's a bit of a shame that King's true power remains a mystery, but fortunately, Gyoro has already gathered enough intel. The upcoming appearance of the dragon-level executives is the real main event. Just moments ago, the monster Evil Eye unleashed his psychic powers, attempting to crush the heroes by bringing the entire building down on them. Tatsumaki effortlessly blocked the entire attack with just a single finger, but as the other heroes offered their thanks, Tatsumaki instantly dropped the barrier, claiming that she has no obligation to protect them if they can't even handle this. Then they're just hindrances who have no business being in this fight. Amai Mask agreed with her, stating that true heroes must demonstrate strength equal to their title. Evil Eye, knowing Tatsumaki has a sister, deliberately provoked her by suggesting he'd like to use both of their eyeballs for a synthesis experiment. This comment completely enraged Tatsumaki, and their duel immediately shifted from the ground to the sky. Meanwhile, the A through C class heroes dealt with the fodder monsters. For instance, one hero can link their nervous system with plants, while another is an Amai Mask fanboy who tries to maintain his elegance even while slaying monsters. So that's your excuse, son. The most absurd part has to be this B-class heroine. Her fighting style is literally based on track and field events. She uses pole vaulting javelins, and even treats monster corpses like a hammer throw. Just as she was about to start her next event, two watermelon monsters found an opening and lunged at her immediately after. She was being pummeled and kicked by a mob of monsters. Fortunately, Super Alloy Darkshine arrived just in time. With a single slap, he crushed the surrounding monsters to death. The rest was squeezed into a pulp by the girl's raw strength. Don't ask why the reward is a watermelon monster. Even I, your host, have no clue. At this moment, Flashy Flash realized something was off. Obviously, the enemies were far too weak. Child Emperor also felt this wasn't a simple attempt to wear them down. As the fodder was continuously cleared out, a group of slightly more formidable monsters appeared. Leading them was Reno Wrestler, a demon-level monster who had pushed his physique and horn to the limit. He also had a peculiar habit. He loved to grade his opponent's strength. After a brief exchange, B-class and C-class heroes scored mostly between 15 and 30 points, while A-class heroes could reach up to 69. Gyoro was quite satisfied with these results, because not long ago this guy was only tiger level. Growing to demon level in such a short time was impressive. However, Atomic Samurai, watching from behind, had seen enough. He decided to step up and face the monster himself.
Oh, sweet flowing water. My name is Wait today. Order some music from the lands near. So, then you shall go too, little human. The other monsters couldn't even register what was happening. They thought swarming him together would do the trick.
Little did they know, for a master of the blade like Atomic Samurai, even a simple blade of grass can be wielded as a lethal sword. In a flash of cold steel, the monsters before him were instantly slashed into ribbons. Meanwhile, the others class heroes were also rapidly wiping out the enemy. Super Alloy Darkshine, the pinnacle of physical strength, tore monsters apart simply by dashing into them. Puri Prisoner, who stepped up to lead the charge, is insanely powerful, but his next words were enough to make anyone's blood run cold. You in the zone, skinny up them. Soon, the battle on Tatsumaki's side was also drawing to a close. Evil Eye, who was just boasting moments ago, was crushed directly into thin air. Although Gyoro's surveillance was discovered by Child Emperor, he had already gained a solid understanding of the S-class hero's capabilities. While King's true power remains a mystery for now, it won't interfere with his grand design. It's finally time for the dragon-level cadres to make their move. Meanwhile, after the S-class heroes finished clearing out the fodder on the surface, they headed into their respective assigned routes. That covers the main plot of the latest One Punch Man episode. Now, let's dive into some additional lore and details. Super Alloy Darkshine wasn't actually strong as a child through rigorous training. He built himself an incredibly powerful physique. He possesses the greatest physical strength among the current S-class heroes. However, since his only goal as a hero is to show off the results of his training, he lacks the resolve to put his life on the line in a real fight. His S-class counterpart is Flashy Flash. The former is the apex of physical power, while the latter is the peak of speed. In terms of pure combatability, they are among the best in the S-class. But because of his long hair, Saitama roasted him as the Forlocks guy. God had little screen time this episode. He's a man of few words, who carries piles of food even into battle, as his primary fighting style is swallowing enemies whole. Compared to the slideshow animation of the last episode, this one is a slight improvement. There's more actual movement, but the budget-saving look is still painfully obvious. The next episode is titled The Ninja Scroll, and the plot should focus on Flashy Flash's big battle. How will those two ninjas fare? Let's wait and see.